Kilo Zero, Radio Yankee, 59. Okay, thank you. QRZ, 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray. 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray. 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray, QRZ. Thank you, Florence, thank you. 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray. 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray. 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray, QRZ. Thank you, Florence, thank you. 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray. 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray.
Up until October of 1988, Vietnam was on the most needed list of almost 80% of the DXers in the world. There had not been any contacts with Vietnam since the early 70s, when some of the Americans operated out of Saigon. In early October, the DX bulletins reported a rumor that 3 Hungarians might possibly operate from Hanoi starting in late October. Using a high-ranking official in Hanoi who used to live in Hungary and who knew just which hands to shake, Ferry HA5MY, George HA5WA, and Zoli HA5 Papa Papa had pulled off something that even embassy diplomats living in Hanoi had not been able to arrange: permission to operate from North Vietnam. On October 21st, 3W8DX on single sideband and 3W8CW came on the air. The signals were weak at first, since the boxes containing the antennas and the amplifiers did not arrive. But is there anyone who has never lost their baggage? A couple of days later, everything turned up, all untouched, and they were on the air in a big way. They had been given 2 rooms at the Army's guest quarters, one for the radio room and one for their sleeping quarters. In an official meeting with the officers of telecommunications, Ferry HA5MY explains through a translator the purpose of their wanting to operate from North Vietnam. He points out that they literally want to contact the world, that it is a very popular international sport. Ferry explains that Vietnam is one of the very few countries that has no contact with the rest of the world. Up until 1975, the Americans operated from South Vietnam, but the only operation from North Vietnam was by the French many, many years ago. Ferry says that also his group wants to be the first ones to use the 3W8 prefix. Besides, it's one of the best ways for people of one country to make friends with another country. Even though Ferry and the group had already made many contacts, The officers of telecommunications made it official by each signing the license for permission to operate. After a toast and a gift to Ferry, a trip back to the radio room was in order to show the Vietnamese how things worked.
Chỗ làm việc phụ, cái công suất ở đây thì nó nhỏ hơn. Thì khi mà chúng tôi cho cái motor nó hoạt động thì cái anten nó sẽ quay và cái đồng hồ này nó chỉ bởi hiện nay mà cái độ chuẩn là nó quay bao nhiêu độ.
Of everything about the radio station, it seems that the thing that fascinated the Vietnamese the most was
tôi không điều khiển được tốc độ mà do cái thiết bị điện tử này nó điều khiển. Tôi chỉ giữ nguyên và cái này thì nó
the electronic gear.
Còn để bên trái thì là chỉ phải tín hiệu dài thôi. Và tôi cứ giữ nguyên tay thì bên này thì nó.
The officers even inquired as to how they might purchase these automatic Morse senders. Little did this IK-1 realize how important his contact was with 3W8CW. If only he had known who was looking on. As the officials are leaving, all smiling and happy, it's time to get back to some serious operating.
UW4CT 59. Yours is. Charlie Echo, go ahead. UV3, Charlie Echo 59, Roger. G3 ADM 59. Echo Yankee 59. Echo Yankee, go. Stand by. Echo Yankee, go ahead.
Italy, Kentucky 2, Romeo, Foxtrot Delta,
Negative. Stand by, Yankee Radio, Radio Fox Delta, stand by. Italy Kilo 2, go ahead.
Italy, Kilowatt 2, Italy, Kilowatt 2, London, Echo Yankee, 59, QSL.
Okay, Lima Echo Yankee, QSL, many station breaking. Okay, G4, Lima Sugar Fox, don't call me again. I come back to you three times, not answer. QRZ. Sugar Papa, go ahead.
Of course, they had their problems with jammers, excessive breakers, and just general lids that made it quite rough at times.
Norway, Germany, your prefix?
Barry's brother, Georgie HA5 BBC, flew in for the last 10 days of the operation, primarily to make a video recording of this historical de-expedition. He was greeted by military officials who drove him through the streets of Hanoi to join his fellow Hungarians. By the time Georgie arrived, the operation had gotten a nice write-up in the Hanoi Times.
A vanagságban a rádió, a amatőr tevékenység igen népszerű.
To celebrate baby brother's arrival, the operators decided to take a little break and have a little party with their Vietnamese army hosts.
Először vagy időszakban, igen, szerencsések megérkezté, és azért egészségesre. Sok sikert.
Several times during this day, diplomats from embassies in Hanoi would drop in for a visit. Here we find out that SP5AAS from the Polish embassy had a little unusual musical talent.
Who made this thing? The E.
Every country has its religions, and as the old saying goes, when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Tango Zulu uniform, 59. Japan Hotel 6, thank you. QRZ 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray. 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray. Going 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray. QRZ. CQ going CQ. 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray. 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray. QRZ. Whiskey 7 radio something, 59. QS Whiskey 7 Radio Victor Mike, thank you. QS X-ray Yankee, 59. QS Kilo 6 Hotel X-ray Yankee, thank you. QS 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray. 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray. 3 Whiskey 8 Delta X-ray.
Ennek a kutyának a húsa finom. Együk meg. Ne csináld, Feri, azt hisz, hogy le akarod vágni.
On the next trip away from the station, Ferry and Georgie find a creature that entertains people worldwide.
Na, itt van. Azon azt hisz, hogy tele van a táv, most mit köszönjük.
Start.
While not intentionally planned this way, the operation found itself in the middle of the CQ Worldwide Phone Contest and the CW contest.
Ja. Nehogy előző, az meg ne adjál. Inkább ne adjál.
5,600 contacts were made in the phone contest, and 5,700 were made in the CW contest. During the CW contest, our friends received a visit from SM0KV from the Swedish Embassy. He had tried and failed, like everyone else, to get permission to operate, so here was his big chance. Of course, he had to have his picture taken for posterity.
Could I take off my glasses then? Okay, 2 seconds. Without glasses. You press on the other one. No, okay, you are the master. But you can take one with the glasses as well if you want to.
The operators were beginning to think that Murphy had not been able to get through customs because all the equipment had worked flawlessly. However, just at the start of the CW contest, one of the amplifiers went out.
Milyen rossz győző?
A kémene. Szó, ki ez a ide?
Hol a párka, gyorsan? Győző, hol a párka?
With just a wire coming unsoldered from the heat, the amplifier was soon back in operation.
Okay.
At times, 3W8CW was able to work 4 and 5 stations per minute. If you want to know how, just listen to Zolly burn it up. Ferry and George certainly don't waste any time changing operators.
Megint ezt kérdi.
Nincs semmiféle szkedés.
Conditions were a little less than desirable, with the operators being afraid of the water and the food. They tried to get along on bananas, pineapples, canned food, and beer. Two friends from the Hungarian embassy come in for a visit and keep telling each other to be quiet. Little do they know that these operators are pros and can operate under any conditions. While in Hanoi, the operators made a strong attempt to get the Vietnamese to help them get permission to operate from Laos. Ferry asked them if they would send paperwork to Laos, telling them about the favorable experience they had with them operating in Hanoi. Zoli has spent 6 days in Laos trying to obtain permission. While it couldn't be worked out during the North Vietnamese operation, by the time you're watching this program, they may have already operated from XW8 land.
Oh, I don't know. DJ 8 NK, thank you. QRZ 3 Whiskey Delta X-ray listing 40245. QRZ again. Something sugar again. Ending Boston 59. Roger, EI4, Sugar Baker, thank you. Yankee Italy, 59. USR, I4TSB, thank you. Yankee Italy, go ahead.
With the operation coming to a close, the Vietnamese host invited our Hungarian operators to a Hanoi gourmet dinner. There's only one problem, though. The Hungarians have no idea what they're eating. And they're not sure they want to know.
Để cho cái việc đi Lào của quanh 500 năm thành công thì chúng tôi cũng muốn là một mặt chúng tôi sẽ đề nghị trực tiếp với các đồng chí Lào.
Tôi Hà Nội làm việc với của Lào Hà Nội. Con đường chính thức chúng tôi sẽ thêm một.
Finally, one of them inquires, and that's where they get shown that they were eating snake soup.
Édesanyám, én ezt ittam?
Ezt ittam.
Ezt ittam, Zsuzsi. Meg én is.
Jó leves.
They're now discussing what they had for dinner that night.
Töltött rám. Rántott. Béka. Ja, ne, az nem jó. Rántott kígyó. Rántott leves. Feri, az volt egy kicsit kellemetlen, mikor azt mondtad, hogy a legjobb a csiga háza. Húztak, jó? Nézzem.
Nagyon távol van. Menjünk vissza hozzá.
Ja? Én hagyj meg így.
Megpróbálj?
Ja? Jó, amúgy vagy.
Ja.
Aha. Ide is arra nézni, hogy ide járjön.
As they begin packing up, we see that the rats that were intentionally QRMing the operation weren't the only rats they had to deal with.
Valamivel kisebb lesz a súly. Elszakadt a kábel. Tehát fogyóanyagokat nem viszünk vissza, így mondja.
Nhanh bảo họ đóng vào từng kiện một.
Ebből van a...
Ha, itt van.
Ja, hol? Jó. Ja, azt majd betisztítod. Jó? Nem most akkor. Szerintem nézzük az adóvevőt, nem?
Ez mehet vissza?
Ja, ott van mögötted a bank. Tessék?
Mit kaptok?
Itt van a vámengedély, meg így.
Ja. Nem volt addig?
Nem volt, csak ilyen kezükbe is volt a másolat.
Ja.
De igazít, igen, meg nálam volt. Végülök rá. Igen, és ez pedig a vám hivatal kiviteli egyedélye.
És ez pontosan fordítva, hogy tudjam, hogy
Ja.
abból nem tud nekünk adni, amit a szövetség állított ki. Amit még én is töltögettük ki azt a papírt. Abból ő nem tud adni? Amit az ő szövetségük állított.
A Radio Amateor prevenciós sávja 1,8-tól 30 Hz-ig. Jagi, dipol antenna és 3 elemes antenna.
Igen.
Ez mi? Ez a 90. fordítás.
Ez a kert, igen. Tehát
Đây là
igen.
cái công văn của cơ quan mình.
All that remains now is to wait for transportation.
De tényleg ez tyúksütve volt.
Igen.
Tyúksütve, tyúksökve, ilyenre volt. Utána a kettő zóna, a közepes jó az, hogy tyúksökve. Utána kiderült, hogy a kve nem igazi kve, hanem kve. Egész a legborzasztóbb az, hogy még ma is kiigazítottak ezt a kapcsolatot. Kve! Semmi. Megint mondani, hogy tyúksökve, tyúksökve,
chí và các bạn thân mến, thực hiện nghị quyết 02 của Bộ Chính trị.
Mennyi ez? Ez 5000 dolog. Fordíts meg.
Ez teljesen fölösleges videóra menni.
5000 dolog.
Jó, most lehet. Jó.
Na?
Oké, mehet. Mehet.
Ez ötös adjál. Ez ötös adjál.
On the way to the airport, they stop for a little shopping, and Georgie can't resist the bottle with a snake in it. They racked up an incredible 63,000 contacts. They made it look easy. But now you've seen what it was really like on the other end. The DX world owes a lot to HA5 Papa Papa, HA5 Whiskey Alpha, HA5 Mexico Yankee, and of course, little brother HA5 BBC. And you know what? You haven't heard the last of them yet.
Whiskey 45 Foxtrot 59. Roger, Whiskey 4 Foxtrot, I take you yourself. George, let's try Whiskey DX. Kilo Charlie Foxtrot 159. Well, Whiskey is Bravo Sierra Whiskey 59. Yes, sir. Please take that Whiskey 59. Thanks. K2 Park 1 like yourself. November 1 Delta Charlie Mexico 59. Whiskey Goldface Yankee QSL.
Oscar Whiskey Mike, South Africa, Japan, 7 kilowatt.
Hotel Bravo 9, Alpha Florida, Italy.
Hotel Bravo 9, Alpha Florida, Italy, 59. Kazak. Ivano, Felix, question mark, 10 David.